Hey gamers, thanks for tuning into Fire Chicken Review, a channel where we dedicate our time to reviewing some of the coolest products out there by third source parties making tokens for some of your favorite games. Today I'm going a little bit out of my comfort zone and we'll be talking about some tokens that are prototypes for Magic the Gathering, a game that quite honestly I haven't played in over 10 plus years. But that said, these tokens can be used for some other board games and card games as well that I'll talk about. And they're just quite nice. So when Luxury Playstyle, a company that I've done reviews in the past for, asked me if I would be interested in doing so, I said, not a problem. Of course, don't you worry. I went and I did a little bit of research and talked with my local community to get some of their feedback. And I'll mention what they've brought up to myself before starting the review. If you're not sure who Luxury Playstyle is, what the company is all about, don't worry. I'll be sending links so you can check out their site. The quick the quick bio for them is what I mean to say is that they're a company that saw an opportunity to make luxury tokens, mostly all made out of metal. I'm trying to think of one that's not made out of metal. So these are high-end tokens that are absolutely beautiful. Check out my previous reviews on the various games that they covering everything from Legend of the Five Rings to Arkham Horror, the living card games, and some upcoming games like Keyforge and, of course, Magic the Gathering as being one of the prototypes they're working on right now. So if you give me 1 second, I'm just going to adjust a few things and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about the small delay there. So I just wanted to adjust so it just makes it a little bit easier to see all the product in front of you. And I'm going to cover some of these tokens. So starting with these loyalty shield tokens, if I got the name correctly. Basically, from my understanding for Magic, it's improved since the 10 plus years, like I was saying, that I've played the game, and there's been Planeswalkers and other such things that have come out. And so within Magic, what you would use these tokens for is loyalty counters. Basically, if you play Magic, you probably already understand that these specific characters have so many points that they can use to do action abilities, and these are great token reminders to keep track of how much you have remaining, so you would place it on the card to show you how much you have remaining or how much you've just gained. I'm going to talk more about the actual token itself and not so much about that game because, again, I don't know as much. Again, for a reminder, all these were gifted for me. They are prototypes for the most part. But that being said, these are first edition tokens that are already on Luxury Playstyle's website, so you can go and buy these things. So going right into it, so these are actually quite nice. So I'll go about the pros and the cons. So I apologize. I gotta be careful of the light because it is super bright. So the first thing that really you notice is it almost looks like a castle. It has that defensive look to it. I think both the silver and the gold, which from my understanding, is quite nice. Not from my understanding. I was going to cover something else, but I'll cover that later, actually. But the silver here is really nice. Super shiny, actually. Give me a second. There we go. I just wanted to focus in. So it's a +3 on one side and a +1 on the other side. I like how shiny it is. I like the black here. And this is fully made out of metal, so it's a really cool little product. So you probably get, you want a handful of these, 5, 10, 20 or so. And I would use this for various counters in the game. So I wouldn't play Magic myself, but I would use these for a game like Keyforge is an example, and I would use these as shield tokens. So for it, I think it looks pretty good. Some of the issues that I do have is a little bit pointy at the top and on the sides here. So, and this was brought up to me by my fellow Magic friends that were saying that, it's a little bit, they would like to see a little bit more of like a rounded edges, just so you're not damaging any of your cards. I don't think you're really going to be pointing or digging this into your card or anything like that, but that's just a little bit of a concern. My own issue that I have with it is I'm not a big fan of these little dots on the sides. I think that I will have just had a smooth transition, just keep the straight lines. I will have taken these circles or pillars or whatever you want to call it, and I will have just taken them out completely and just have a little bit more of a simplistic look, to be honest, but still quite a nice look overall. So that's the silver one. I don't have too much to say of a difference between the silver or gold. It's what you would just expect of the two products, really. But they're both really nice. They're just a color variation. I would personally go over the gold just because I like gold things. But yeah, those are the two products here that you can use. I'll show them in a bit about putting them on like Keyforge cards and how I would personally use them. Overall, not too expensive, but I would check them out. Let me know what you think in the comments yourself of these tokens, and don't kill me too much with all the light I'm shining in your eyes. The other token I want to cover quickly here is this Solidier token. And this token is fantastic. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, back there. I didn't want to waste too much time because I just remembered something else that I wanted to pull on the side to compare the Solidier token to. But yeah, this token is beautiful. I might not know much about Magic, but this token is absolutely fantastic. The level of detail that Luxury Playstyle got into this token, it's just a beautiful thing. Like, it's so massive. And so I did a little bit of research, and by research I mean I just checked with some of my Magic friends there. So, you know, this is just a 1/1 token that can be produced in the game by various card effects. So you would have this in play. Instead of using a token card, you could just play out a few of these. And Luxury Playstyle, what they did here was they made it basically like 1/3 of a card length. So it fits on the card like so, quite nicely. So you can just place it on the card. You could probably have like 3 of these. You'd probably only want to place 2 on a card. I wouldn't put it on the card per se. I would just have it on the game table itself. But this is fantastic. And the reason why there's 2 sides of this, from my understanding, within one of the newest sets of Magic, there was a life link ability. And that basically just gives it that when this token creature would do damage, your character would gain health type of thing. And to add to it, just so that you can really tell the difference, it's basically a souped up side. So this is the regular Solidier side. And then here's the side saying that, hey, it's lifelink. It has a little bit more flair. I like that it has the reference here to show you that it gained ability if that's what you're looking at. And then just a little bit flared out. Yeah, I really like the details in here. I like the simplistic use of just going with only a few colors, so you're not taking away from the character. Try to zoom in here a little bit. Well, not zoom in, but just pull this character up. And as you can see, you know, you can see some of his muscles. You can see the little bit more of a detailed work. And this is just like just a beautiful piece of work, to be honest. It's a nice little token, a metal token that is really cool. I like the black border. I like that it's just keeping it simple, having the Solidier on top of there. And I have reviewed a similar product that I'm going to show really quickly here. So I did review for Legends of the Five Rings, this product here. And again, Luxury Playstyle just does a great job of really popping things out. So if you want to see this review, check out my videos and you can see it. I won't go into detail about this one, but as you can see, they really love putting in awesome detail work and having that 3D popping. It's just super cool, to be honest. So you can get 3 of these. I believe I checked the website. So 3 of these are 3 for $35 US plus shipping and all that good stuff. They often have sales on their site, so you can check that out. So it is at a luxury price. So you really want to make sure that you get what you pay for. And I think you do. Like, if you see this in person, you're going to say, wow, this is absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't have any complaints about the token itself. I think it's awesome. What I would use it for myself is I would just use it as to represent as a token creature in some of the games that I play. I also think if just adding some variation, if the company wants to do this, For those that play Seven Wonders, wouldn't this be like a beautiful token to represent that you had a military win condition in either like Seven Wonders Duel or the base game? I think it's definitely crazy and over the top for that, but I just like the military aspect, and I think I would use this for the base game. Let's go in somewhere else with this. Oh yeah, I was going to say about the complaints, but actually I want to go into the details of this. Like I was saying, like this is, you know, the 3D is really popping. The amount of detail in the helmet, the soldier itself, the shield, everything just really looks awesome. I like this side and both this side. You can just, that little bit of difference, just having the three main colors there. It's super cool. The complaints, again, personally, I don't have too many complaints. Besides it's a little bit big, like it is a big token, but you know, you're going to lose some details if it was smaller, so it would have been nicer if it was a little bit smaller, but the idea is to be like the size of a card length, but 1/3 of the card size. And then the issue that some of the players have said that play Magic is that if you play Magic, one of the things that you're going to notice with this is that if you have a token deck, you're probably producing quite a bit of tokens, so you might need like 10, 15 or more tokens to use. So carrying around 10, 15 of these larger tokens might not be a thing that you want to do. On the flip side, if you're like me and you're one of the main organizers for game night kits or whatnot for your favorite games, wouldn't this just be a beautiful thing to say, hey, if you win the event, you can get this top end token. So that's been my review that I quickly want to do, dropping things on the side here of Luxury Playstyle's Soldier token and their Shield tokens. The last thing I want to show here quickly is that if you're into Keyforge, what I would personally use this token for is I would just pop these bad boys on here like so, and use these to represent how many shields this character would have. So let me know what you thought of the review. If you like it, if you want to see some more reviews like this, if you like the prototype idea, and subscribe, check out Luxury Playstyle, and let me know. Cheers. Bye, guys.